seeing this activity, all of this volatility play out at Ledger?
Well, for us, we make a hardware wallet that secures cryptocurrency, but we also have trading on the platform. So when there's volatility on this, we see a lot of trading. People going from Bitcoin and Ethereum to things like stable coins like USDT, and then back again when they think it's the bottom. So we see a lot of trading during these periods, like everyone else.
Are you concerned about the volatility?
Well, I mean, we watch it closely, but I mean, I think that if you're investing in cryptocurrency, it's a long-term game, right? So I think if you're buying, Bitcoin or Ethereum and thinking you'll hold it for 6 months, then that's not what I would recommend. I think you've got to be looking at a much longer time horizon, 4 years or more, I think, to really be watching the asset appreciate. So I think it's an asset that you buy and hold for a long time, and in many ways the volatility is a feature rather than a bug. I mean, as Oscar Wilde said, the only thing worse than being talked about is not being talked about. So I think having this, be something that people kind of dive into and go down the rabbit hole, and ultimately, the story will either sell itself or it won't. And I think so far it's been selling itself for 12 years and it'll probably continue to.
That said, investors who might have been thinking about getting into crypto but were a little skittish are probably sitting this out. They're not necessarily buying the dip. What do you have to say to some of those folks, given that you offer infrastructure and security solutions for digital assets?
I mean, I would just encourage them to dive into it. I mean, and I don't mean necessarily invest. What I mean is do the research. Do the research and take a look at the story. I mean, personally, I'm yet to see an intelligent person, dive into this rabbit hole and come out unchanged. I think that, we're certainly going to, of course, the internet is going to have its own money, as Naval Ravikant said. The thinking otherwise is like thinking that the US Postal Service or La Poste here in France would be delivering our email. So I think there's a lot of questions around exactly what form that will take. But I think it's, without question that cryptocurrency as an asset class overall will grow for the foreseeable future. So I think that people should do their own research and take a look at the story and see if it speaks to you. And if it does, then it's something that you can buy and hold. Buy it an amount that you're comfortable with, but hold it for plan on holding it for 4+ years would be my recommendation.
So talk to us a little bit more about what Ledger does as, despite the volatility, more mainstream acceptance is happening, more companies, more events are accepting cryptocurrency as a form of payment.
Sure. I mean, so we make a hardware wallet that allows you to self-custody cryptocurrency, and then it's a platform from which you can interact with the world of cryptocurrency. So what that means is, you are the custodian of your coins or of your value. So instead of holding them at an exchange, you actually hold the private keys to your crypto, which lives out on the blockchain, in your hands. So you're not susceptible to many different kinds of risks that you would be in other places, be that a cyber attack or or a company going out of business or any of those types of things. I think so what we do then on the platform is since we have the assets, we allow people to trade from the security of the platform. So if you own cryptocurrency, you want to be able to interact with the world of digital assets, but the risk comes at the moment that you make that transaction. So what we do is we give you a place from which to securely sign transactions so that that you're not making a mistake and there's not a man-in-the-middle attack that is that's giving you something other than what you expect, and allowing you to interact with the world of cryptocurrency, be that decentralized finance, NFTs, trading, buying, selling, staking, all from the security of a device and where you have the custody of the assets, which you don't on a trading platform or a custodian.